So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song short, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. Blade, it's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it. So, hi everyone, Martha here. So, I just got done watching a movie called Poor Things, and it did deserve its costume Oscar, but I'm not sure about Emma Stone deserving her the girl one, because since it's up against Barbie. I'm trying to think what other actress that was an actress during last year that was nominated during it. But it was fine. It was good. There was too much of the S word in it. That's for sure. It kind of have to remember if you seen like Swingin' Todd, the fact that one of the songs in that one was called Poor Thing was weird, and this movie was called Poor Things. Like when I heard the title of this movie, that's what that reminded me of, but of that song. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of, since of all the weird animals in there, reminds me a little bit of like Alice in Wonderland and when Avatar like combined animals together. But I think he just did it as an experiment, since Willem Dafoe plays like a kind of a Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein thing, because he brings Rose Arbotoria back from dead, who tried to off herself, and when she had a baby inside of her, because I think she didn't like her husband because she married, because he was when we meet him, he's very threatening. So it made sense for her to go and do that and try to probably save her and her unborn child the pain. Instead, she ends up being brought back and having her kid's brain go inside of her body. So at first I thought it was an lobotomy, but it's more like brain surgery in a way. And this definitely takes place during either the 17 or 1800s. And the guy who plays the Hulk, who also was nominated for the best male actor, instead Robert Downey Jr. beat him with Heisenberg. Oppenheimer, I mean. So, yeah. Where he was most... So, the first half of this movie is in black and white, when she's trapped and still thinks like a child. And when she escapes, the movie turns into color, because she was going to marry the guy that was studying her. Because we find out later that the guy keeps on getting called God, but his name's actually Godwin, is dying. He has either he has stomach cancer or kidney cancer, and he wants to make sure she's too well taken care of. Mark Ruffalo's character comes and takes her out of there and lets her be free, but kind of a win for him, but not really, because what she does to him later. he takes her to a couple of places like I think Spain, then tries to go take her away to Athens. Then they go to Paris after he starts gambling his money, and then a what's his name? Harry shows her some poor people that are in bad shape, or like slaves, and she wants to go give money to him. So instead of letting Mark Ruffalo character keeps it, she gives it to a bunch of sailors who probably keep it for themselves instead of getting to the poor, and then they throw him overboard to Paris, and he finds out the truth that she has not know what she's doing, and he tries to take her home a couple of times because she chooses to be a prostitute, because I don't think she really understands what she was walking into until it was too late. But really, back then, it was like one of the weird things girls could do back then for money, and that, which is sad, because girls were just objects back then. They were not people. They were used mostly people who were just meant to be moms and nothing else. And if they weren't, they're still meant to do something. Still do something with that, with the same way though. So yeah, it's not really fair. So eventually, Godwin and Max end up missing Bella, who is the girl I'm talking about. And they replace her with another woman, which is just as sad. We don't know if she ever gets better, like Bella did. And when Bella ends up finding out that Godwin's gonna die. He ends up coming back to be like say goodbye to him, and finds out the truth of what he did to her. And she was gonna marry Mask. Then her I don't know, would you count this as ex-husband? Because she did leave him on her own accord, but and he like says rejection to hers Max's wedding, and pulls her up at gunpoint. Not just her, their butler and their maid, and eventually he was gonna make it where she would no longer be able to have the S word, because he was gonna cut her thing out. So she went up to him and made him shoot his foot. And at the very end of the movie, while he's knocked out from losing a lot of blood, they take his brain out and put a goat's brain into his as payback for what he was going to do to her. And that's how the movie ends. So, it's a very weird movie. I don't know. I do think it deserved the costume reward, because the costumes were pretty cool. But yeah, I think she did a good job of I think Emma Stone did a good job of acting like a retard at the beginning, but then she had to learn to act smart throughout the movie. So she did. So yeah, she did a good job. So I don't know which one I would pick. If I would pick Emma Stone or Harley Quinn to win, I don't know. Or the other one, because I have not watched those other movies either yet. So I'm probably gonna give this one probably like a 7. So I did like some of it. It's rare. We don't get that many black and white movies nowadays. So I thought it, because the beginning of it was pretty silent, so I thought it was gonna be a silent movie, but apparently not. So yeah. So that's basically it. Thank you for subscribing, guys, and goodbye. And don't be a poor thing.